What's happening, everybody? My name is Ryan Turford, and today is Wednesday, and you know what that means? Another classic Wednesday right here on youtube.com/Ryan Turford. Of course, when I say classic Wednesday, it's not always classics. Sometimes there's just some old games we just gotta play because I have to show you just how ridiculous they are. So we're playing the Lawnmower Man, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the Lawnmower Man, based off the hit 1993 movie about virtual reality. Really dumb virtual reality, of course. So this we're going to go through here just these amazing cinematics here. It's going to tell us the story of the Lawnmower Man. Of course, the Lawnmower Man is actually a game by THQ. So Jobe was a simpleton. Everyone called him the Lawnmower Man because he liked to mow lawns and wear really dumb pants. Dr. Angelo experimented with virtual reality to vastly increase Jobe's intelligence because he wanted to give him the lighted suit so it makes him smart, because apparently that's how the 90s works. The research was funded by the shop. Their interest was its potential for military use. Of course, you can tell they're the bad guys because that dude's head is really, really big. That's how you know he's serious, ladies and gentlemen. They programmed Jobe with their own VR treatment and created a monster. Like, look at him. Look how dumb he looks. He's totally a monster in this game. So only Angelo, Dr. Angelo, of course, and Carla can break into Jobe's virtual domain and defeat him. So basically, this whole game actually takes place in the VR simulation that Jobe lives in, I guess, and you sort of have to stop him there. So we can either pick Dr. Angelo or Carla. Of course, you got really dumb, like, scanned-in photos of them from the movie, and it's just them driving in a car together, which is weird. It's also two-player co-op as well. So if you have a buddy, you can also subject them to the torment that is the Lawnmower Man video game. So first of all, it's weird because you got monkeys in this game. Monkeys with guns. I don't want to shoot monkeys. Monkeys are cool, but apparently you gotta shoot monkeys in this game. Similar to a game like Contra, this game is a one-hit kill. So if we actually get shot, we die, which is not good, because I don't like dying in this game. This game itself is actually pretty difficult. It is not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination because of the fact that it is one-shot kill. And sometimes there are attacks you just can't avoid, or it's very difficult to avoid them unless you're very much concentrating. So every level itself has like a cityscape area like this, and then you go into a VR simulation inside a VR simulation because it's weird. So we're going to fly through this industrial zone. And same with the real world, one shot here and we die and we have to start the whole thing over again. Unlike in the real world, if you die, you start where you died. In this game, in the VR, you actually have to start from the beginning, which is very annoying. This one is actually sort of just acclimate us with the controls of the VR, which is really dumb on the Super Nintendo, but whatever. So that one's actually pretty easy, but they get way more difficult. Some of them actually become very annoying. The monkey itself, I did not do a very good job of avoiding him. So, of course, the monkeys at the beginning only take one hit. These ones have been upgraded and take two, but are exactly the same. So we got a electromagnetic pulse that destroyed all the monkeys in the area. And now we're being attacked by a car! A car! Oh my god! Oh, and there's the dude with a grenade launcher as well that pops his head out. And the grenade launcher shots in this look really, really dumb. So the idea is we want to get him to like stop the car sort of somewhat in front of us, and then sort of get him to shoot his stupid little bullet. Again, if we hit the car, we die, and if we hit him, we die, and if we run into the grenade, we die. There's a lot of courses of death there, so we want to sort of watch our step around those guys. Oh, so we got a virtual suit. Now, the virtual suit is important because if we have the virtual suit, we don't die when we get shot. It gives us basically a shield, essentially, which is good. We do want that as much as we can, especially going into VR, because it actually gives us a little bit of buffer in the VR zone as well. So, we're in the VR zone again now. We're entering Virtual Atlantis. So this level actually really sucks, so I'm going to concentrate a bit. And there we go. And we can just run into those pillars there, and it doesn't even matter, to be honest. It doesn't kill us or anything. Oh no, the grenade got us. We lost our virtual suit, but we're okay. I actually don't think I've ever died when getting hit by that grenade before, so I was a little bit surprised there. Oh, we gotta fight monkeys. That's what happens when you die in the real world, is that you don't actually go back very far. You just sort of die when you're in place. And it's just way easier just to spam shots on them, because you really can't do anything else. You're basically the X and Y buttons just shoot and jump, just like the A and B buttons. So for the most part, you're not actually doing anything any different. You don't have any different attacks or anything. So now we got a motorcycle dude, and he's like, man, I had to do a wheelie, and I'm going to kill you with a wheelie. Oh, that could have been bad. Here we go. So we got more gun. And we're going to break into this extra zone. And now, oh my god, he looks so goofy. Player 1 entering Cyber War Zone 1. So you actually have a health bar in this one, which is good, because we are not making very good use of it, but it does keep you alive in this zone. It does not replenish until we die. So we're gonna have to die if we don't want to have to, if we want more health, basically. So now we got these little dudes to attack. We have to kill a certain amount of them before it lets us move on. It'll just respawn them in certain areas too, and it's usually random. They don't always usually just clump up like that, but this time they did, which was good. So when it flashes like that, we're good to go. So we're able to navigate the zone again. We can't get hit again, so we have to try and concentrate a bit here. Look at that beautiful starry night, though. I feel like I'm just in another world already. This game is fake as fuck. This is actually really, though, if you went and did like virtual reality in the 90s, you would see like polygonal stuff like this, because it was all polygonal based, just like this. The worlds just look like this. Like this is the art motif of virtual reality in the 1990s, essentially, which is crazy, kind of. So here we go. We reached the exit. So that's sort of the last one of those in this stage. We're not actually going to mess with that computer, but I did want to kill those guys for that power-up that flew away like a balloon. All right, so we got some power. Ooh, an extra life. Oh my god, a helicopter. We're going to fight a helicopter. We don't actually fight the helicopter. It lets you shoot the helicopter as much as you want, but we're actually going to use the helicopter to fly across. And by fly, I mean hold the up button while like nudging sideways. Of course, the helicopter itself can fight, which is good. Except this is as far as it lets me take it. Because we're actually getting close to the first boss, which is sort of where we're going to end things once we beat the first boss. So we're getting attacked by a van. The van ran me over like a jerk. A whole bunch of twos. So we got a lot. We're adding to our score multiplier, which doesn't do anything except for give us extra lives down the road, depending on how many guys we kill without dying. All right, here we go. So we got some extra firepower and some homing missiles, and they'll do well against this first boss, which is a gas station. Woo! We're fighting a gas station. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. And it only gets worse, because once we destroy the pumps, then we got to worry about this fire shit coming out, and the fire itself is always random, and it can randomly hit me even when I'm standing right in front of it. So it's something you got to watch out for. The homing shots just give us a little more of a concentrated beam just in one area. So it's not so much trying to nail them down as much as trying to get all the shots in one place. All right, can we beat him without having to continue? Come on. Woohoo! Oh no! But now we have to fight the Lawnmower Man himself, except he's a flame dude. Because reasons. Basically, as long as we shoot him when he lands, he really can't even do anything against us. It's basically just watching the gas fire and trying not to die like that. Well, we tried to actually finish him before without continuing, but we couldn't do it. Alas, the Lawnmower Man got the better of us. And there we go. We are entering the Cyber Run. Ooh. It's fancy. Again, we actually have a life bar here, which is good. So we don't have to worry about dying when getting hit once. I haven't done the Cyber Run in a long time, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm a bit rusty. I don't remember exactly where to go. And again, if you did virtual reality in the 90s like I did at Dave & Buster's, for example, in 1994, it always looked like this, and it was really dumb. Once again, it's going too fast for me anyways. I don't know why I want to use the turbo to go even faster. Oh shit. I wasn't paying attention. And then we got fighters we gotta deal with. Again, we don't have to really deal with them. We just progress through the level along with the bar on the right. So for the most part, it doesn't matter how many we kill or not kill, as long as we don't die, because then we have to start over. All right, this is the last section. Oh, motherfucker. Ah! Stop appearing in front of me. Concentrate here. Again, we don't really want the turbo because it actually makes us go too fast. Whoa, we did it! We beat the Cyber Run. And that, my friends, is where we are going to leave things, of course, here on Classic Wednesday, giving you little snippets of quote-unquote classic games. This one isn't one of them, I'm sorry. Sorry you guys had to watch me play the Lawnmower Man, but it is really funny and kind of dumb. Kind of like Time Cop, except not as bad as Time Cop. Time Cop is somehow a worse game than this. Anyways, you can find me on Twitter at Ryan Turford. That's Turford. What do you think about the Lawnmower Man, both the movie and the game? Let me know in the comments below this video. Like, subscribe, share with all your friends, of course, do all that stuff. You can also find me on the Game Moose podcast every single week. We're at www.talkmoose.com. You can also find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Ryan Turford, as well on my blog at ryanturford.wordpress.com. Anyways, that's going to do it for this Let's Play of the Lawnmower Man. Until next Wednesday, I'm Ryan Turford, and I'm out.